The middleweight championship of the world. Right now, this could be one of the fights of the night. A flyweight contest over 8 3-minute rounds. Local boy Paul Weir, Scotland, against a very, very good and game Welshman by the name of Kevin Jenkins. It'll be Jenkins into the ring first. Kevin Jenkins. So often the bridesmaid, never the bride. A professional opponent, if ever there was one. Fight number 16 tonight. The record looks truly awful, as you will see. But it really doesn't do him justice. He's a much, much better fighter than those figures suggest. Comes from Ammanford in Wales. 1988 Welsh amateur flyweight champion. And we await the arrival of a young man who really is setting Scottish boxing alive at the moment, Paul Weir. Former light flyweight, holds the distinction of a win against Nicky Cantwell when he was an amateur, and if you follow the amateur game, you'll know the significance of that. Good performance beating Cantwell as an amateur, Barry.
Very much so, yes. But I've watched this kid, and I can tell you he is one really attractive young fighter. He's somebody to really look out for. He's definitely one of Scotland's best prospects. I mean, in Kevin Jenkins, he's got a real tough handful because, you know, Jenkins has been fighting at bantamweight and at flyweight, and we've seen it against Porter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue the
nightmares. He's a real tough guy, so this could turn out to be a really difficult fight for him.
Made at 8 stone, 2 pounds, over 8 3-minute rounds. Presenting and introducing on my left and in the red corner, will you welcome please from Ammanford, the former Welsh ABA champion, Kevin Jenkins. And on my right, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, also my very great pleasure to present and introduce from Irvine, the former Scottish ABA light flyweight champion, Paul Weir.
Well, no surprises for guessing where the bulk of the crowd's loyalties lie.
Today, Jenkins scale 8 stone, 1 pound, 8 ounces. Weir scaled 7 stone, 13 pounds. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Len Mullen of Glasgow. Your timekeeper, Mr. Jim Russell, also of Glasgow. Your matchmaker, Mr. Frank Turner from London.
Well, a couple of pounds in it,
corner,
and a couple of pounds is a lot of weight at this level, Barry.
Yes, at this weight it's a lot of weight, and I mean, Kevin Jenkins is used to being hit by bantamweights. In fact, we saw him in his last fight against Vince Feeney, who's a fully fledged bantam. And, you know, he weighed 8 stone 6 that night, so he dropped down to 8 stone 2. So I wonder, you know, will that have, the fact that he had to boil down, take a bit of the edge off him? But it's a bigger man for Paul Weir to be fighting. He's a really attractive kid. You watch him fight, he's an exciting kid.
Well, Weir in the gold, Jenkins in the blue with a white trim. Referee, by the way, is Len Mullen. This is scheduled for 8 threes at the Scottish Exhibition Centre in Glasgow. I must admit, I haven't seen Weir in action before. I've seen Jenkins many times, of course, but I'm looking forward to seeing Weir. And I always enjoy seeing Jenkins.
Yeah, Weir's hunting the body there again. Good tactic if Jenkins has had to boil down and weight. Good attack to the body and good tactic to bang up the body first. But watch how sharp this kid is. Watch the way he punches the body and head. And his moves are all good and they're all well thought out. Puts himself into the right position to punch all the time. His balance is really good.
Well, he's had a fabulous amateur career as Weir, which we'll tell you about as and when we get the chance. Jenkins been in with every flyweight of note in Britain at the moment, and not a few bantamweights either. He's been in with Regan and Porter. Has actually beaten James Drummond, although Drummond beat him in a return, and I thought that Jenkins that is, was desperately unlucky not to get a decision in an 8-rounder against Joe Kelly in this ring not so very long ago. I thought he won that fight clearly.
You can see how much quicker Weir is than Jenkins. Jenkins is strong, You can actually see his shots, and Weir can see his shots. As the fight goes on, that might not be the case, but as he gets more tired, he might catch a few more punches. But at the moment, he's just seeing those shots before they arrive, and he's picking those body shots really good. At the moment, Weir's he's just putting in light punches and punching quickly. He's not actually planting his feet yet. He's just getting his shots off quickly. Just trying to prize Jenkins open to land something solid, but at the moment his punches are all sort of nice, quick, light shots. You know, he's only a kid, like he's only a relative novice as a pro. But look at the way he's turning Jenkins around there, and his moves are really quick, and his shots are good, and you know, he's picking his punches well and putting them into body and head too. What I like about him is the way he plants his feet, his balance. That's everything when you're a top professional fighter. It's the way you position your feet, which enables you to punch with power.
Nice opening round. We follow Paul Weir back. Hard to believe, in fact, he's 3 years older than his opponent, Kevin Jenkins. As I said, wonderful amateur career. Here is Jenkins, didn't have a bad amateur career either. Welsh amateur flyweight champion in 1988. And as I say, he's been in with everybody who is anybody in the very lightweight divisions in Great Britain. Having his 16th paid contest tonight.
Yeah, Weir was the quicker in that round, and his punches were quite quick. Bangs the right hand. Now look at how quick that left hook is. Missed with the right, but banged in quickly with the left hook. Sharp. He's in good form.
10 seconds.
The nose has seen a bit of action.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Second round. Kevin Jenkins comes out, Paul Weir comes out. Weir in the gold, Jenkins in the blue and white. Scheduled for 8, this is. And you're watching this fight live on ProBox on Eurosport, the European Sports Network. Glenn Mullen says, don't.
He keeps Jenkins off balance. See what he does when he gets inside. He turns him around, just gives him a little shove. Give him any time to set with his punches.
It's amazing to think that this young man, with only a handful of professional contests, Paul Weir, is now top 10 ranked by the WBO.
That doesn't surprise me. He's got great potential. Quick those hands are. Isn't that lovely to watch? And he looks like, you know, he brings you back in the years to the days of Willie Pastrano and Kid Parrott. His boxing style is great. His face is, he actually resembles. I'm trying to figure out who he actually resembles, and the great welterweight who also was a middleweight. Tell me who he was, Dave. Come on.
You haven't given me much to go on. A welterweight who was a middleweight.
Sugar Ray Robinson fought him 3 or 4 times.
I'll have a think and let you know.
Okay. He's out boxing Jenkins in this round. Last round he took the fight to Jenkins. This time he's moving around him, placing his punches. I know that Tommy Gilmore stable they're very excited about this kid.
And with every justification, and it's extraordinary how suddenly there's a genuine world-class crop of flyweights in Great Britain.
Yeah, and this kid's a genuine flyweight, as you see. He came in at 7 stone 13 pounds.
And we're slowly establishing his control this round. It's been a good round for the youngster from Irvine. So, 2 rounds completed, 8 rounds scheduled. Jenkins, as always, making his opponent go every inch of the way, Barry.
Yes, he's forcing the fight to Weir, but Weir started off the first round, outboxed him. Lovely bit of colour there on Kevin Jenkins' left shoulder. Weir outboxed him in the second round, completely outboxed him, just moved around. Jenkins forced the fight to him, and watch what he does here when he attacks him. Picks his shots very well, doubles up those shots. 3 punches there in a split second. He's really a quick puncher.
Weir comes out for the third.
The thing is, at the moment, he's not actually hurting Jenkins. Weir is just peppering him with punches, but he's not hitting him with anything that's remotely hurt him at this stage. He's just hitting him with lots of little light, fast punches and putting his punches, combination punches together, and just picking Jenkins apart at the moment and not taking anything in return. He's just slipping out of the way and pulling his head in and out of punching ranges. Nice little boxing exhibition from him. He'll start setting down on his shots after about 3 rounds, 4 rounds.
Yes, he won his first fight, his first professional fight, Weir, by a KO. All the wins by then 2 on points, 1 by stoppage. So he indicates he can whack a little bit if the occasion demands. But Jenkins is one tough cookie, he really is.
Yeah, we've seen him whacked by fully fledged bantams and they haven't even moved him, so I don't think that Weir is going to hurt him or worry him too much with his punching power.
The only time I've seen him really hurt, and I mean really hurt, was against Danny Porter. And Porter's a particularly damaging hitter, but Robbie Reagan couldn't put him away.
Combinations from Weir on his way back to pulling back and then just letting his shots go, and he hit Kevin Jenkins with about 4 clean shots there just on his way back. Impressive stuff from this kid, and he's only his 5th professional fight. Like, it's attractive stuff. Doing there, he's just waiting for Jenkins to tee off, gets his hands up, stuck up in the peekaboo style, takes them all in his glove and then unleashes his own punches.
You know, I do admire Kevin Jenkins. He never takes a backward step. He really makes every opponent he faces work every inch of the way.
Well, I'll give him a good workout, that's for sure. He gives everybody a hard workout. Kevin Jenkins is one tough, solid nut. Tough kid.
Another excellent round. And as we go back with Jenkins, we can reflect on the men he's faced, from Drummond and Porter and Regan and Kelly. Always given a good account of himself. Trying to blow a little bit now.
Again, Jenkins done his fair share of punching here, but look at those quick, fast combinations from Weir, and he never even plants his feet long enough to receive a blow back. Gets out well out of trouble.
Corners 10
I'm
seconds.
afraid I haven't come up with your welterweight. I mean,
Seconds
although I
out.
was around when Sugar Ray
Round
Robinson
4.
was, I was more interested in Andy Pandy than boxing at that age. I'll have to look it up
You're a
afterwards.
boxing historian, surely, Dave. You told me you were.
Not from the age of 3. If you get a call in your hotel room at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, you'll know I've remembered, and I'm dying to share the information with you.
Well, okay.
Back to the action here. Been a good display by Weir. And it hasn't been a bad display by Jenkins either.
Yeah, Jenkins is coming back into it now. He's starting to trade a bit more, and Weir is staying a bit more. So Jenkins is hoping to tag him, but look at what's happened. You see, Weir is actually moving from side to side, and Jenkins has never had time to settle once even, just to put the power in his punches. Watch his feet movement. It just moves around the ring, and all the time looking to plant his feet, but Weir doesn't give him that chance. Left to right, quick combination, back on the move again.
Super stuff from Weir. A 5 left jab sequence. Jenkins had no answer to it. So quick.
This is it, you see. You know, you give a guy a chance to set his feet, he'll take your head off with punching power. You don't give him a chance to get his balance right, to get his feet in the right position, get leverage. You know, you're never going to hit him. And he's never going to hit you. Just keep him on the move, keep him on his toes.
And if you just focus in on that left of Weir's, it's always in his opponent's face. There's perhaps not really any sting behind every punch, but it's always in or around his opponent's face.
That's correct, yeah. Fast hands.
Very, very. Well, Barry, I'm beginning to see why you were so enthused and excited about this young man. He's a hell of a good prospect.
Yeah, you see him taking a look there. He's getting his hands up high. He's not taking any punches. Quick little combinations. Gets his hands up, and he's looking at Jenkins. Jenkins is busy looking for a shot. Gets his hands tucked up nice and tight, and just you can actually see where he's placing his shots here. He's going to take a few punches along the way. You know, you can't box in punching range without getting nailed every now and again. But this is an impressive performance from him. I'd be surprised if he stops Jenkins. Jenkins is a very durable guy, very strong, takes a great shot, and always gives value for money.
And if anything, Weir got faster in that round. Jenkins a little bit bemused as he goes back to his corner.
Yeah, it must be frustrating for a guy getting continuously peppered with punches, not getting a chance to set your feet in position to bang with any power. And you know, that's Jenkins' game plan. Push his opponent back, put him back to the ropes, and then tee off on him. But with Weir, he hasn't allowed him to do that, not even once.
When you're fighting a man as fast as Weir, how do you counter him?
What you do is you try and get your shots off quicker. You don't look to set your feet, you just chase him. As soon as he settles down for 1 second, let your shots go. Get him off quicker.
Sounds good in theory. Round 5, scheduled for 8. Remember, Nigel, Benn, Mauro, Galvano coming up in a short while here on Eurosport. This is our chief support. 8-round flyweight contest. Paul Weir, Kevin Jenkins. Weir in gold.
Yeah, Weir standing a bit, and Jenkins started off positively in that round. hit Weir with a couple of shots around the top of the head. So you'll see a bit more punches, or a few more punches landed from Jenkins as Weir tires. And he's bound to tire because they're fighting at a good old pace here. A better round from Jenkins. Weir's taking a bit of a rest, and Jenkins is coming back into this fight. Landed quite a few punches in the early part of the round. Maybe Weir's going to step up a gear here, but good positive start in this round from Kevin Jenkins.
Yes, and as always, you lay down the little warning for Reed, just not to get too overconfident, really. He was well in control up to this point, but Jenkins caught him a couple of good headshots within the first 10-15 seconds of the start of this round. Made him fuck his ideas up a little bit.
I think he's taking a bit of a rest too.
There is that to it, for sure.
You always take a rest in a round. In an 8-round fight like this, you know the guy's going to be there at the end. You just take a little breather or walk around for a few seconds of one of the rounds at least. You have a lazy round. You look for him to pick it up near the end of the round and take over again in the next round. Jenkins is boxing attractively. He's using the right type of tactics. He's trying to switch his punches now to Weir's body. Bigger target area, and not as mobile and not as difficult to hit. But again, as I suggested, Weir took over at the end of the round, started getting his snap together.
A little bit of work being done on Jenkins' left eye with the iron, just getting the swelling down. You see the cold iron, and that has been caused purely and exclusively by Weir's jab. The grease to help him slip punches, keep the skin supple.
Jenkins had more success in this round. He came out and he started a wee bit more aggressively, a bit quicker. There's a good right hook around the side, but he kept that up to the best part of the round. I give him that round.
Round 6.
Start of round 6, 3 rounds to go, including this one.
Nice little move from Weir. Came over the top of Kevin Jenkins' jab with a sharp right hand. Good left hook right hand there. Nice combination.
Went 8 rounds in his last contest against Sean Norman, did Paul Weir. Looks as though he might have to do that again tonight. Looking increasingly likely. Such a tough little character, Kevin Jenkins. It's interesting that Weir, when he finished his amateur career, was boxing out of the Croy Amateur Boxing Club, which is the club that produced Pat Clinton, who holds the WBO flyweight version of the world title.
Good combination from Weir. Jenkins landed a good right hand, and Weir pulled back on the 1-2 very quickly. Look at how quick those hands are in the 6th round. It's really attractive stuff. Look at that.
Oh, teeing off quite superbly. The crowd recognise it and rise to it. You're quite right, Barry. I think he was having a little breather the previous round.
Still got that snap in this the 6th round. They have a good pace flyweight fight. Still got the snap, still got the combinations. His hands are as quick as ever, and his accuracy is excellent.
Right the way, he's always trying to vary the angles, throwing in the hooks to the body underneath the elbow.
Yeah, he's got a great variety of punches.
Like that. That's good work. That's good work. It's hurt Jenkins. He's hurt him. The body shots are telling.
You hit him often enough. You don't have to hit him that hard. Hit him often enough and he'll go over. But Jenkins is one tough
good
guy.
Performance.
That was it. He had to drag up all his energy to get himself through that round. That was a really good round for Weir. There's a couple of combinations in this round. I hope you can see it in slow-mo here. Absolutely beautiful. Right on the target. He must have hit him with 3-4 punches at the one time. We'll talk about punches and punches in bunches, Dave.
That's
this guy
right.
can punch in bunches.
You took the words right out of my mouth. And when you think he's giving away 2.5 pounds as well.
Yeah. Quick left hook to the body. That's coming close to the end of the round. Forced Jenkins back into the corner, and it looked like maybe he was going to sag to the floor. But being as tough and durable as ever, he's come back to last out the round.
The nose has taken 1 or 2 shots in its time. He's been an amateur a good long time.
Seconds out. Round 7.
Look at it right back to 1989 when he was the Scottish light fly champion. Right up to just a couple of years ago when he was a bronze medalist in the Canada Cup. Well, he was in desperate trouble at the tail end of that round was Kevin Jenkins from Ammanford in the blue. And it really tells you something about Weir's power, that he's giving away 2 pounds plus to his opponent and hurting him with body shots.
Yeah, now he'll start to plant his feet. Watch him plant his feet. He'll hit him with nice little quick combinations, and then he'll dig his heels into the canvas and set a really solid right hand or left hook in. Because he knows that at the end of the round, Jenkins is beginning to totter and beginning to wear out.
Throughout, we're dominating the centre of the ring.
He's given himself lots of room to get back. Jenkins will come at him, but he's given himself loads of room. He can turn him right around like a flash and just get back into the centre of the ring again and dictate the pace.
That's one thing about Kevin Jenkins. You never have to go looking for him. He's always there right in front of you.
That's for sure, yeah. He's one tough, durable kid. Sometimes too tough for his own good.
Yeah, good point.
again, Weir's on the retreat this round. He's boxing, so he's not putting any power in his punches. He's keeping on the retreat, keeping moving, so he can't put power in his shots when he's switching around like that. But he's just, again, picking Jenkins apart in this round. Taking very little. See the way he swayed from side to side? They got his gloves up in time to catch both of those shots. This kid is going places, that's for sure. Good left up, right up through the middle.
Well, it's extraordinary to think that not so very long ago you thought of British flyweights. You went #1 Charlie Magri and then stopped counting. Right now you've got at least half a dozen who wouldn't disgrace themselves in world title fights. And of course we have one world champion, we have one ex-world champion, European champion. Wonderful flyweights.
Yeah, that weight division is particularly tough at the moment. Very strong, and it's great to see it.
You know, we do tend to get a bit carried away talking about the Clintons and the Regans and the Porters and the Francis Ampofa. We mustn't forget that a certain gentleman from your part of the world, Barry.
Yes, Davy McCauley.
Seconds out.
Who I'm sure would have a thing or two to say in any future reckoning. As we come out for the 8th and final round of this really cracking little flyweight contest. Paul Weir well in front. He's in gold against Kevin Jenkins from South Wales in the blue and white. And a marvellous, marvellous fight.
Look at the accuracy of those combinations. They're really quick. Paul Weir completely outspeeding Jenkins, just much too quick for him, much too sharp, just much too classy and much too good for him.
Well, we know that Jenkins can go 10 rounds because we've seen him do it, but I would have few doubts that Weir could go 10 at this pace.
Yeah, he could go 12 right now. This kid is very well trained, very well conditioned.
Oh, well,
he's not even breathing there. This is the eighth round of it. Really, you know, fought at a cracking pace.
It's been a zippy little fight, and let me underline what I said earlier, that he's ranked number 10 by the WBO. So he could fight the Clintons title.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that yet. He's still learning and he's still getting better. It would be silly to fight for a title now at this stage. He wants to get as much experience as possible and then fight for when he knows he's got his best chance of winning it. But he's getting better every day. Every day I see him, this kid's getting better.
And Jenkins, as always, game as they come.
As I say at home, he's as game as a badger, but he's just taking a one-sided pasting here tonight.
Well, he's only been in real trouble once, but he's weathered that storm, and he's come back ever so well. And he's still going looking for Weir.
There's a chance that Weir could actually fight at light flyweight. The light flyweight limit is 7 stone 10, is that correct?
7-12.
7-12, so there's a good chance that he could actually fight at light flyweight. It's only a pound less than this. One-sided win for Weir. Fantastic performance. And well done, Kevin Jenkins, for sticking in there.
Good fight. Well, he's won it by a mile. The only question is to be answered by Len Mullen as he hands his scorecard over on the far side of the ring to MC Peter Baines's. By what margin has he made him win?
Well, I give Jenkins 1 round.
Peter Baines has the result.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The referee scores the contest. Weir 79.5 points. Jenkins 77.5 points.
Well, he's given it to him.
Blue corner.
79.5, 77.5. 4 rounds.
Now,
So a pretty emphatic margin, really. Well done, Kevin Jenkins.
An excellent contest between these two lads. I'm sure you like the show.
Don't forget the main event, Nigel Benn.